So I woke up. I was taking a nap. I was trying to rest my throat. I stayed up late. Didn't talk and stuff, but I still stayed up late. So I slept. Went to bed at like 8 a.m. I was messing with the website. I did a little slight redesign on it because I'm going to start writing more. And so I woke up. I guess it was maybe like 4 or 5 p.m. something like that. And then when I woke up, I saw that Tonka had changed the name of his channel to Wrestling Today, which I mean, I know he likes. I like wrestling too, to be honest, but I'm not sure that's the most like catchy name. Plus,
Tonka like wrestle.
Plus, I'm just not sure. You're never gonna get away from this. It'd be better just to delete the channel and start it up somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand what he thinks he can do here. I don't think he's mentally strong enough to withstand, because people are going to be trolling him like Monday Matt style for months and months, probably forever, but especially the next 3 or 4 months, it's going to be harsh. I just don't know if he's mentally tough enough to withstand that.
Yeah. It made no sense because he tried to rebrand everything, get through his Streamlabs and Vamp Streamlabs in there, and it's like, well, I mean, that people are going to figure it out. They're not stupid. And to just completely ignore everything. And that's the funny part. If you listen to any of the stream, they were late, like half an hour to start to begin with.
But real quick, Peaceful Sunset in the regular chat says, starting new channel won't get monetized. Last chance for Oxyberries. That's a good point. Go ahead.
Yeah. But he has the other wrestling channel that's already
Grapple
monetized.
Vision. I think it's monetized. Yeah.
And it's older. So it's strange that he would do this. And then to completely ignore what happened and just go, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw. I was like, wait, what?
Didn't he self-admit that he doesn't watch WWE anymore?
Well, that's what he tried,
pay-per-views.
That's what he tried to say to me before too. That he doesn't even watch. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch much WWE now either. But how are you going to do an analysis show and you're not watching the product? It seems a little off base. But yeah, he told me the same thing. And you know what? I mean, I look. If he would have came up the top of look, we're going to make fun of him forever. Like, let's be honest, but. If he'd have came out the top of the show, made his little statement, said, look, you guys can sit here and troll. You can fuck with me. I'm just going to talk about wrestling from now on. I would actually have a little bit of respect for that. But instead, he sat there and just tried to ignore the whole situation, which never, ever, ever, ever works. Not that there are any great options for him, but you know what I mean? But it just never works. Like, this is not going to happen.
This is
go ahead.
Probably the worst option to do it. To try to rebrand immediately when everybody's still like, okay, he hasn't streamed in 2 weeks. What's he gonna say? Everybody was on him. This was probably his biggest show for the year. Let's be quite honest. He had 300 people waiting there for like the 20 minutes it took him to start up, and then 600 people dunking on him the entire time that were in the chat until they got banned because everyone got fucking banned.
Well, that's another thing. He's just banning people left and right. Maybe I'm a softie, but at a point in the show, it's like, wow, this guy's just. It's just so pathetic and just so sad. I almost felt sorry for him at a certain point in the broadcast because I was listening to it again. I didn't see the beginning. I just tuned in and it's just like this guy's just getting dunked on left and right. He just wants to talk about wrestle. If he would have just done that in the first place, he'd probably be a lot happier right now. And this is where it's led him. And just I don't know. Go ahead.
All I said was dead air, and he banned me.
To quote the philosopher,
dead air.
To quote the philosopher Steiner, no sippy.
No, I mean, I said almost. I didn't actually. Then I thought about all the fucked up shit he said and all the times he tried to challenge people to IRL and how he cucked people out of all their money in Knoxville and, you know, how he tried to smear Andy as a pedo and how he tried to lie about me and everything else that he could. I didn't say I actually did feel sorry for him. Maybe I'm too nice. But at a certain point, I was like, oh, man, this is rough. And then I got snapped out of it because I remembered all the fucked up shit he did. But still, I don't know. I would have had a little respect if he would have came up and said, look, I'm just going to talk about wrestling from now on. Here's my final thoughts on whatever happened with Andy in Knoxville. And then just move on.
Yeah. A man would actually try to do that. They'd try to say something and not completely ignore it. But we know Dong is not a man. He's a little bitch who didn't go to a fight. He's a little bitch who LARP says some internet tough guy, and all he's ever done in his life is backyard wrestling. That's all he'll ever do in his life.
By the way, chat telling me to calm down, calm the voice down. I was getting a little too animated there. Might be another week, another week of fucked up voice.
Excited.
Yeah, I got a little excited. Cornelius Finch says Tonka banned me from chat for declaring Andy the YouTube MMA champion. I already read that, but I'll read it again. Hwick, I can Hoochgak? I don't know. Said Ralph, can I ask you a question? How come Donga pre-record? Now that was the other thing that, and that was how his super chat went. By the way, it cut off. That was the other thing. People said he pre-recorded it, but there's a certain point, and I'll play this clip. First off, let's play this clip first. This is before the stream even started. Jim was doing a snipe session before he even got off the ground. Again, I was asleep, but here goes this minute 18 clip I'm going to play right now.
Oh, you got another Donga. They're paying you money. You should show up. Oh, from Donga's Meemaw. We don't want to miss that. Donga's Meemaw. She runs the channel if you're unfamiliar. Donga, have you ever shown up to anything in your real life, or do you always run away? I mean, wheel away. Coward. Press S to spit. Chad, I think you should acknowledge his Meemaw's heartfelt message here and press S to spit on our little wheeled warrior. I wonder if his mods are trying to figure out how to ban Superberry messages. Does he have mods left at this point? I don't know.
By the way, let me pause at 42 seconds. You can ban Superberry messages. All you have to do is ban the user. Because when he did his apology stream, I know this is... I'm not usually a fan of paying some... Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. People pay money to troll me, but like if you just absolutely hate somebody, you're disgusted with them, I don't usually think it's a good play to give them money. But in this case, I was going to make an exception, and I tried to give him a $2 super chat. I forget what I think I was just going to say, whoa, Kimasabi or something like that. And it wouldn't let me send the super chat because they had me banned on the channel. So that is one way you can ban super chats. All right, I'll continue at 42 seconds.
All I see are S's on two different fucking platforms. Oh, Tonka, what's going on, champ? Lots of S's, Tonka. That's not looking good. Waiting for Wrestling Today says 3 p.m. We're 3:11. Fashionably late. Maybe he's waiting for his co-host to show up, of which there are none left. And so he's sitting in his wheelchair sobbing because he has nobody and nothing left in the world.
Oh, Tonka, no. All right, then here's another clip from Mr. Anti-Bully. I have his stream pulled up. I don't even know if it's worth actually going through the whole stream because it's not really that eventful. Why didn't this pop in the chat? What the fuck? I just tried to share it with you guys, but anyway, that's the link.
Okay.
There it goes. There it goes. It didn't pop at first on Slack. Okay, let's play the second clip. This is the part that proved that he was actually live, at least at certain points. Let's play it right now.
And
Well, hold on. I just heard that an over million sub YouTuber tweeted out about the stream. That was nice.
Really?
I'm very worried that it may have been pre-recorded. It's not the case.
It's not the case. Over 1 million. They can't even name the name. What the fuck? Oh, Wrestling Today. How do you think? I guess we could wrap it. We're going to take some calls too, but how do you think this is going to pan out in the future for old Dongasaw?
I think that might be the last Wrestling Today episode for a while.
Wrestling forever. Is that what you think it's going to be?
It's not happening. I also like how he completely ignored what Keemstar actually said in that tweet. Completely, just the YouTuber tweeted about it. Yeah, okay, called you a pussy like 3 times in one tweet.
By the way, Hemo in the chat said Keem actually had to delete that tweet because he got reported.
Of course, what?
I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Man, the Dongaloids are quick on the draw there with the reporting, aren't they?
Oh man, let's see. Mitch Hedberg's Ghost says Tonka started a wrestling show without watching the product for months. Sounds like something a no-show would do. It does. Numbskull says, please say in your most southernest accent, sniff the cooter, lick the pooper, then slap it to her. There you go, I tried. Johnson's member, that was disgusting, by the way, but Johnson's member says, Ralph was ignoring the chat so hard, I thought this was pre-recorded. Malcolm from the North says, but what about that new info stream? Yeah, you know, that I'm curious. He said he had some new info, and I was legitimately excited. It's like, what has this guy got? Oh, man, it's going to be funny. I mean, it's going to make him look retarded, obviously. That's why I was excited, but, you know, at least I thought he might have something. He just completely dropped that, and now he's talking about wrestling. Changed the name of the channel. By the way, Coach Red Pill's got to be his ass has got to be a little chafed because he took all the videos down off the channel, changed the name of the fucking channel, but he did everything but delete the channel, which is what our bet was. He has to delete the channel. And some people on Twitter and elsewhere, no. I mean, the channel has to be deleted for me to lose. I'm not going to accept anything less. And Coach himself, I talked to him the other night. He said the same thing. So we're on the same page with that. If he doesn't delete the channel, I win. And basically, if he doesn't delete it within an hour and a half from now, I won the bet. So,
but you don't actually win any money because it
that's
just
true.
cancels out the other bet you lost.
Yeah, it just evens us up because I made another bet with him that he would show up to the fight. I was giving him too much credit. That's the sad thing. I was actually giving him credit this whole time that he would show up. Well, until a few days before the fight. And so I lost that bet. This will just even me and Coach out. So somebody said, come on, Ralph. Fuck no. If the channel's not deleted, I ain't paying shit. You got life all fucked up. That was the bet. Deleted channel. It's not deleted. I win, which just evens us out. So Princess Leana says, does anyone feel like Donga's getting to stop he's already dead territory? Worried this is turning into A-log. Yeah, honestly, I don't really see us talking about Donga again unless he gets arrested or sued or something. Of course, I said that a couple days ago, but, you know, shit keeps happening. So his comeback stream, I was always going to talk about that, but I don't know. It is getting into beating a dead horse territory at this point. But it's kind of like Monday Matt. So even after our shit with him, we rolled on him for a good month or two straight. And then still every once in a while you might check in and have a laugh, right? But not every single day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very short and sweet Thursday. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like a running joke on the show, you know what I mean?
People get tired. People get tired if you focus on the same people like all the time. Like if we literally went and did a mundane match show every single fucking day after the mundane Matt thing for like the rest of the year, people would be like, oh God, please, for the love of God, stop talking about mundane Matt. That's why, you know, we'll take maybe a week or two to talk about it. It'll pop back up in shows, but it's like, you know, once it's over, once, you know, you can't get any more lulls, it's done.
Well, even Sargon, I mean, he was the gift that kept on giving because he just continued to feed into it.
He kept doing stupid ass shit every fucking day.
But even him, besides that mention right there, when's the last time we talked about Sargon? Not very often. Not very often at all. So
because he's not relevant. He's not actually doing anything.
Yeah, he's still
the smartest thing he could do.